couple drills that we'll go over real quick. Butterfly passing, okay? We're gonna have 2 teams on a court, right? So the way that this is gonna get set up, and I'll walk you through this. So if we could, let's get two in the left back spot over here. Let's get two over in the right front setting. Let's get another 2 over here, setting over here on this side. Let's get 2 in the left back also, over on the other side. Okay, so this drill is called, this is because we're gonna be working on the same court together, and the butterfly drill is always a good drill, all right? This is the way that we're set up. We've got one team on one side, of course, and the other team on the other side. So Coach Rabbit over here is coaching this team. She's gonna be hitting free balls over to her team, okay? So this is gonna be her team. I'll be hitting balls over from that side to my team, which is over there, all right? The way that this works is Coach Rabbit's gonna start off. We're gonna have the first person come out and pass. The other 2 are on the end line. Yeah, you gotta know what the end line is. Yeah, okay? And so we're gonna have a free ball pass come over. We're gonna pass to the target, okay? Wherever this ball goes, the target gets it, okay? So if I shank the ball over there up in the stands, guess who gets to go get it? Okay, and then this person who passes gets in the end line over here. This person shags the ball, brings it back to the coach. Okay, and then they get back in line again. They just stay on the same side. So they're just going around in circles, okay? Everybody understand that? All right, let's see if we can't do that for a couple rotations, all right? First one out right here. Yeah, you're right here. I'm going. No, you're just gonna catch it. You're just gonna catch it. Nice, easy pass. Good, now you gotta go chase it. Give it to me, now you're gonna get back. You gotta go follow your ball. You gotta follow the ball, okay? Follow the ball. Right to, nice. No, you gotta go over there. I'm not your team. Yep, you're the target. There you go. There you go. Oh, look at that.
Right place, right?
Exactly. Good. So when we're targets, okay, hold the balls, ladies. We'll get into this a little bit later, but when we're targets, this is what we're called a target. Let's just catch the ball now, have the kids catch the ball. Eventually we'll have a setter. We can start making some changes to this where we'll have a person catching outside. Then we can add setting, okay? So then when you set the ball outside to this person over here, then this person grabs it, gives it back to the coach, okay? And then the setter becomes the next target over here. So that's kind of one rotation, okay? Everybody got? Yes.
They were supposed to stay on their same.
Yes, you all stay on. Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, just so they know.
So will the 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th graders. So did everybody understand that butterfly pass? I'll be at the gym just in case you guys want to do that. So did anybody have any questions about that? If I'm the coach and I'm hitting from the other side of the net over here, my team stays over on this side, rotates the whole time. They'll come over, throw the ball to me, and then stay on their side. Okay, I can tell you right now, as soon as these little 3rd and 4th graders start going, they're getting in every line. And it's okay, if you guys want to do that, with the other teams, that's fine. It's not a big deal, and then they just rotate around and circle. That doesn't make a difference, okay? So that's the like I said, that's the butterfly. That's the first one on this list that we're going to be showing. Can I steal one of those real quick? And this is just kind of a little bit of a practice plan, okay? Then we've got what I call the individual passing, where everybody grabs the ball on their side of the court and they're just bumping this thing straight up in the air, not as high as they can. Let me grab one of these. But with some control, okay? You want to maybe have them get up about six feet or something like that. What we don't want to see is this. I'm good, okay? Because this game is all about ball control. So if we can get this, boom, get them to do this, and if they can stay somewhat in their own spot, that's great. What you'll be able to do, in turn, you'll be able to make a little square to see who can do the most without going outside the square. So that's kind of one of those kind of things. Serving, again, all different kinds of ways to serve. This is the way I teach serving, okay? For us right-handers, of course, everything's opposite for lefties, all right? We want to make sure that they're using all the technique in their upper body and their entire body, okay? A lot of girls serve this way. Everything's out in front of them, boom. This is how they hit the ball, right? We got to it's just like throwing a baseball or a rock, as I tell them, you know, oh, you've thrown rocks before? Okay? We want to make sure that it's back. From the ball, up my shoulders to my arm should be parallel to that wall. It feels weird, okay? My feet are pointing at a little bit of an angle, but this is so I can get my hip going from my right foot, okay? I push off and my upper body goes forward, and then my hand releases out here, out in front, okay? Make sure we want to make contact with the ball here. Now in a perfect world, the ball should only travel out of their hands as high as they're going to make contact with the ball. So when I serve, if that's where I make contact with it, that's my toss. A lot of kids are doing this, okay? It's hard, it's timing. Not saying they can't do that, but it's a lot harder to time that ball. You see them whiff a lot. So lower, I always like to say quickness equals power. So if we can get down here and move your hip and push forward real fast, get that little whip going, okay? Over the shoulder run throughs. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun for the girls, okay? Could you toss me a ball? I'm gonna spread the water here. Just kind of try, not too far, but just toss it over my shoulder a little bit further. Maybe almost in that corner. Okay? They're going to stand here, they're going to turn and go a little bit further. And then they're just going to get to that ball, okay? Or who'd like to demonstrate? I'll toss one up here. Anybody want to demonstrate? Okay, go ahead. Okay, stand right there. I'm going to throw this ball over your head. You're going to turn and go get it, okay? Ready? Okay? So you see what that, let's try that again. I'll tire her out. Okay, ready? Come in here. Ready? Go get it. Okay? Now, did you guys notice what she did when she hit that ball? So come on in. Did you guys notice what she did or tried to do?
Hit it back and play.
She tried to get it back into the court, right? What we try and teach them is, if I'm outside the court right here, that thing is straight up. Why? Because I know my teammates are following me, right? We hope they are, okay? They're supposed to be. We need to have everybody follow them like little ants, wherever that ball goes. Okay, so that's an over-the-shoulder thing. They love doing that. Approach jumps, okay? They can start doing this stuff. Don't know how long it's going to take to get in their heads. But for us right-handers, I like to do a 4-step approach. There's a lot of people do 3-step approach also. I just do a 4-step approach, always have, always will, okay? For us right-handers, it's right, left, right, close, and up, okay? We always want to try and get these kids jumping off of 2 feet. If we're lefties, of course, then it's left, right, okay? So we can dabble in that, but that's something to start getting into their heads nice and early, do some drills, just have them do, I don't know, 25 jumps. You know, they kind of, I'm sorry? Are there left-handed coaches? Yeah. But I'm right-handed, I teach left-handed. I'm actually pretty good at left-handed. Yeah, so that's our hitting. And again, you can start with passing, like I said, but I'd always end with passing or serving, and/or, both of them. One of the two, doesn't matter, because they can't do enough passing and they definitely can't do enough serving. Each of their serves. So if I throw it up on my first one, we had this issue last year, I remember. We throw it up on the first one, that doesn't work. I got to hit it on the second one. If I score that point on my next serve, I can let it drop, go again, and then go. So it's every serve. And there's going to be some kids that do this. That's just what they do. They just do that all the time for some strange reason. So if you catch it, that's considered a serve. You gotta let them hit it. Make sure that it hits the ground.
third and fourth graders that struggle overhand. Thoughts on underhand and teaching that?
You know, we've gone back and forth. What we did last year, I believe, with the third and fourth graders is try overhand. You get 2 serves when you're third and fourth grade, correct? Get 2. I think we all get two chances. So if you miss the first one overhand, if they really want to get it in underhand, go for it. But some kids are going to want to do it overhand and just until they get it wired. So I'm not going to say don't do it, but it's, you know, you can always let them know that as soon as they hit middle school, they're gonna have to hit overhand, and you might as well start now. That's just my thinking, because you're gonna have to get used to it anyways.
Can the same thing apply to if you have a 5th, 6th grader that's playing for the first time? Can the same thing apply? They can try maybe overhand, and then if they don't make it.
Yeah, I believe so.
6th graders had to.
6th graders have to. 5th graders, I think, yeah. Any other questions about anything?
What did you say about the overhand serving? What part of their hand do they try to make impact?
They're making impact with this entire piece of the hand right here. Okay, so in a perfect world, that's how. If I can stop that ball, that's called a float serve. If we can get them to do that, great. You stop, and then that thing comes at you like this. Okay, well, we're just trying to get them to get over the net. But if they can, you're going to see a lot of kids bombing the ball here. Again, there's not a lot of control. They'll get it over, so maybe eventually they'll start opening their hand a little bit.